Hey everybody, it's time for a replay commentary. I'm going to be playing Kunkka this game. I just played this match earlier today with Capitalist and who else? Capitalist and Gabba, it looks like. So just a three-party here. This is just me. Wait a second. Wait. I feel a sponsorship coming on. Hey everybody, I'm partnering with Repeat.gg for an upcoming $1,000 tournament. And the way to play is you just have to play pub games the way you normally do, except ranked. No cowards here. The way that it works is your points are scored based on how well you do in your 10 best pub games during the tournament duration. It goes from October 7th to October 22nd here. So that means you have this much time to play games in between staying up late watching your TI matches, of course. The way that scoring works has to be ranked. You get 4 points for kills. You lose 3 points for deaths. Get points for assists, last hits, and hero damage. So if you want to try to abuse these metrics to try to do extremely good, that's up to you. Basically, everything else goes. Don't cheat, don't smurf. The way that Repeat.gg works, though, is it is a website that runs tournaments regularly. There's things like, here's a monthly support championship, monthly carry championship. And if you place well in these tournaments out of 1,000 people, you get some money. So here is the prize pool distribution. If you get first place, you get $100. Pretty decent payouts. And hey, you even make money if you are the 500th to 800th best person. If you guys want to participate, click the link down below in the drop down box and you guys can sign up. But if you perform really well, maybe do better than me, you get some prize money. So check out repeat.gg. Okay, we're back. Do I get the first? Of course I get the first blood. Of course I get the first blood. That felt good. I actually thought that we weren't going to get him. The alchemist managed to not kill him because of the fairy fire. So we have a very long one coming here. Can I just put that away? Okay, perfect. And I can still adjust speed and everything. Kunkka's a hero that I feel pretty comfortable with in the mid lane. He's still played in the pro scene. He's still very solid. He's great for like setting up kills for your team. He's a solid laner as well. And luckily, I just played the reverse of this matchup a couple days ago. I played the Ember to somebody's Kunkka, so I knew a little bit better about how to play it. But basically, you just use Tidebringer to harass your opponent. Ember Spirit has like decent armor right now, but you know, splashing him is generally going to work out pretty good. I ended up bringing myself a gauntlet right away because I got first blood because it would give me a little bit better base damage to give me more last hits, and then bottle afterwards so that I can abuse rune refills and stuff like that to lane against my opponent. Ember Spirit's like main way to get regen or to get harassing is his third skill, this one. So generally you don't want to fight him when it's on. I made that mistake often though, where I just kind of like tanked it regardless, because I could maybe get like a deny. Like right here, did I really need to do that? I didn't actually end up getting the deny, but it was probably fine otherwise. I torrent here to protect the creep, otherwise he probably would, he might not have killed it in 2, but very likely would have been close. I didn't want to lose that last hit. One thing to keep in mind when you're using Tidebringer as well is that the target you're hitting takes less damage than the person you're splashing it to, and that's because the cleave damage is 150%. When they changed it to do physical to everything, the cleave damage needed to be higher to compensate for it. So the person that you're hitting takes less damage than the person you're splashing to. So definitely keep that in mind. I didn't really need to hit this guy a bunch of times. I just felt like comfortable trading him because I felt like my regen was in a pretty good spot. You can see when it splashes him in fog as well, which is kind of a nice thing to know. But I knew I wanted to go get the rune, and I didn't want him to be able to contest these creeps, so I dragged them with me when I got the rune. I'm not a very good mid player, but out of the core roles, it's probably the one I feel second best about. I kind of got a lot of these creeps really low here, which was kind of weird, but again, I'm probably hitting him a little bit too much. Not sure why I Pudge TP'd mid there, but used my last tango to heal back up. And then Bracer and a Boots, pretty normal stuff here. I did this to, like, again, protect the range creep, because if I do splash and catch the range creep, it's going to lead to this. So, I should truly... Watching this back in hindsight, large mistake to hit him like this. I'm definitely losing more regen than I needed to. The bracer will help, but it's been nerfed recently in terms of HP regen. Just a little bit. The regen went down and the bonus damage went down slightly too. But get splashes on him when you can. If it's obvious you're about to Tidebringer, he's usually going to use Sleight of Fist if he's good. And then you need to pump fake it, and then give him the slap afterwards would be the method. With runes coming up, this is a very, very standard mid thing. You need to push your wave. Almost lost that one. Push the mid wave, that way it gives you time to go get the runes, and then he has to drag the creeps. Drop that down briefly to get slightly more HP from the water rune usage. I maybe shouldn't have used it because my mana was full, but more concerned about HP regen, basically. Got him on that splash. Took a decent amount of damage, but I did get the creep. My total last hits is high. His is 2. God, we actually both have 0 denies. That is so funny. It's a very bad sign. It should not be like this. There's that deny, baby. First deny of the mid lane. Incredible. So we both just had like a stupid amount of gold as a result. I pushed in the wave again. I could have maybe stuck mid, but because I've got boots here, running to get the bounty runes seems okay. I've also got an alchemist, so bounty runes are extra effective there. I lost 1 creep doing this, and he's also going to hit 6 before me. Do manage to splash him though, which was very nice. Oh, God, that really sucked. I got them both just low enough to be mega punished. And that one too. Just messing up. I knew he was going for the rune, so he needed to throw a remnant down to be successful in that. And now since I have a haste rune, I'm just going to go sprint to the top lane because getting a kill is pretty likely. The downside is that I just used X, so I had to land the boat the traditional way. You set sail or fail. And then back to the mid lane. Doing these little like pop-ins, the side lanes as a mid is really helpful sometimes because it's just going to make your side lanes feel a little bit more comfortable. And it's not bad for your experience either. I lost the last hits to do that harass. Probably not worth it. It would have been better to get the creeps. I picked up the Blades of Attack first because I knew it was going to help me in pushing the creep wave a bit. Once Tidebringer's maxed out, your farm speed ends up going up really high. And Phase Boots is like a natural perfect item on this hero. Just going to check for an observer ward really quick and then maybe put a ward down. Wow, I actually just put that directly on top of a sentry. Gave him a direct splash, not the best thing, but... Just sentry die. I'm going to run bottom to check for bounty runes. They happen to be there, and now I'm going to turn this into a gank. Unfortunately, I found this guy instead. So not going to be able to kill the Monkey King, but rather than hit him and get him like really low, it's just safer to go hit the neutrals and splash on him. If I hit him directly one more time, then he actually could just die to the little things. But yeah, I would have preferred to kill the Monkey King, obviously, but if I find a support, whatever, I'll take it too. And then since I'm rotating back, might as well get a little bit of a surprise situation here. That time he was in my head. I just went for it. That observer ward definitely spotted the Ember running to the bot lane. And then I was like, you know what? I should just like teleport and go fight. Cut tree. Phase boot out. Little splash on the guy. I'm just trying to stay directly on top of him. That way if he sprouts, I can still get him. I actually couldn't believe that I made it through. I thought it was very smart for him to sprout there, because then he gets away from the danger. Oh, they talked about bottle. I was like, why did I not take the creep? But I got 5 freaking kills right now, which is pretty sick. When I play these games, I actually wasn't streaming. It's one of the few times that I was sad about this. Gabba jumped the gun, trying to gush. If I just X him, we have a go there. But maybe it would have worked. Maxine X, very normal, get the cooldown low. I decided to go for an armlet, which is a pretty common Kunkka item, because it's going to increase your damage temporarily, and then you can use that to land your little Tidebringers. Turn armlet on, go for the attack, turn it off, then you don't lose quite as much regen. And the regen and the armor and all that stuff is really good on armlet too. Even though it kind of costs you a little bit more regen in the end, usually. I'm just going to do a brief little jungle here. I'm just going to accelerate some of these parts. Then after that's done, I have to go back mid, because he's going to pressure the tower. I'm going to bully him just a little bit. But if I don't go defend this tower, my tower dies. That is not good for my team. And there's a full armlet ready to be finished. Yeah, both me and the Ember Sphere both farmed a lot. But my net worth is higher because I've been more successful on kills, I think. The Elk really messed up there. I think he stunned himself instead of throwing it, and then he needed to right-click his opponent. Nice little splash. Waiting for Gale to end. Oh man, and then when we have this pause coming up. Unfortunately my teleport was after Venos, so it's gonna be a while. And then I messed up cutting the wrong tree. I thought there's only one tree there. So now I'm like definitely late for my chase. This felt bad. Because now I have to run all the way back to the mid lane, and they were now just going mid. But with phase, you get here a little bit faster. This was really annoying, I gotta say. Because his cast range is so high, and his does the stun range last long, or does it's just damage, right? Yeah, it doesn't last longer necessarily, but he can throw it from so far away. I was getting hit by these like bomb stuns like so often. Completely missed my spell. He still kills the dude. This is the issue, like him stealing stun is just very powerful, I feel like. To go a little hard for this one. Turn off the armlet sometimes if you're not taking damage. And then bottling up a bit. A little spooky, but we did it. So X is a 4-second delay. So if you're going to use boat, there's 2 combos you can do basically. You can do X, wait like 3 seconds, throw torrent, pull them back, they get stunned, throw torrent, throw boat. That way this torrent stun will combo into the ulti. That's an option. I tried to double stack here, but I completely messed it up. These can't be pulled on a diagonal. They need to be like cardinal directions, and so I messed up both of them. So you can either do torrent into boat, or you can do X, instantly ghost ship, then layer the torrent around when the ghost ship stun is about to end. And by doing this, you get 2 stuns, which ends up putting you in a relatively good position. I probably spent a little bit too much in this time in the jungle, not really doing a very good job there. I also could have pulled the camps together and done like a splashing Tidebringer, I think. I also chose, forgot, there's no damage talent at 10 anymore, it's now 15. But these talents, I wasn't really sure which one I wanted. This is something I didn't abuse enough either, is Xing back to Fountain. But ultimately, like, my rotations were pretty solid. My spell casting was pretty decent, and I didn't feed, which is not normal. Alright, here's the boat. I'm gonna pull him back a little early. He actually did dodge the boat damage, which is really well done by him. But ultimately, pretty easy kill if Pudge is already there. I'm looking at the talents here, and I'm just going to keep leveling Torrent because I want more damage and lower cooldown. Just don't really see how running at them is going to work here. Catching Ember is really hard, basically, because what's going to happen is if I X him, the moment I pull him back... Well, when I first X him, he's going to throw down a Remnant. And then when I pull him back, he's going to jump to his Remnant. So he won't get away. Or he'll be able to get away. The only solution is if... By the time I pull him back, if I time it well with the stun, he gets stunned right away. But there needs to be like another stun follow-up. And there isn't really going to be anything like that. Except for maybe like Pudge ult. Is the issue. That hurt. To be a little careful here. Because my HP is slightly low at the moment. But with the Venom wards over there and the tower getting this low, we are going to be completely fine. And now that that tower's gone, that means that they probably didn't come to defend, which means they're probably not in the area. So I feel pretty safe to go forward and take one more wave. I'm looking to see if I need to teleport to help the Alchemist, but if not, I will continue moving with this Nature's Prophet here. My Torrent was a little early there. I don't want to take the gold away from Alk because it's generally just better for him to get really farmed. He went for a Radiance build here, and that actually got him a little bit closer. I don't want to take too many of his creeps, so I actually stacked this camp for him so that he could farm it a bit quicker. For whatever reason, I felt like his net worth was really mediocre this game. I don't know what he was doing wrong. Probably just farming patterns. Like, look at the way he's running right now. He was just on the bot lane. He ran past a large camp. There's a small camp there. There's also a creep wave. Like, he was going to go run over here. I know there's a stack there, but it's just like a lot of weird behavior by him, I think, which was what kind of hurt his overall farm speed. Should have waited a lot longer there. Nicely done by the Phoenix to anticipate the move there. Really nice kill. And now back to farming. Or blocking your own camps. That too. Grobo ain't for me. It's a decent item on me, but I then remembered when my courier got here that I had something else coming. It's like Elk went mid. He should be heading bottom right now. It should have definitely been Elk bottom, not Veno. So, because of this, map's pretty spread evenly. I'm just going to keep pressuring top a little bit. We do see heroes coming though. Was that Ember? Yeah. I could have ran a little bit more to the left. Now Alk is being pressured. I'm not even looking at that. Should be. And the reason I'm going BKB afterwards is because it's kind of just necessary this game. They have a decent amount of disables. So if I don't have magic immunity as Kunkka, it kind of like takes away your ability to use your combo well. Which is like taking away the benefit of the hero. It's kind of sad that it's kind of like that these days, but you know, it's just how Dota works. If you don't have magic immunity, they're just going to pressure me. And I'm going to throw an X, and I'm going to do a boat combo, and they're going to stun me, and I'm going to time it wrong. So if you don't have BKB, you just can't really protect yourself and get to play Dota in the good way that you want. Frustrating, but ultimately, you know, good for you enjoying the game. We're definitely pretty farm heavy this game, but at least Alchemist is finally catching up a bit. Phoenix protecting himself, which is fine. We could also just like go do a smoke with like Pudge. That kind of thing. Pressuring bottom as a whole would be solid, but have to be pretty careful since my HP's low. I could have also like X TP'd back to base, but I wanted to leave my TP available in case I needed to help my allies. But now I'm like, alright, hell yeah, I'm TPing back. I don't care anymore. Invading the jungle, difficult because of the plague wards that are unfortunately got stolen. Getting a little vision down. Kind of just like trying to mess with him and like hoping that he's going to... that they're going to overreact basically. Gotta keep that quelling against the Nature's Prophet, guys. Very important. Now I just see the Pudge walking in and realize that I should have turned back a little bit earlier. But ultimately, we're kind of just trading farm. That's why our net worth is very even.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's got more last hits than me, but... he's 4-1 and 2. He's doing pretty good. So I pressure out. This gives space for alchemists because they're kind of dealing with me instead. Comboed it well. Nicely done by Cap there. I think I gave the boat to Rubik. Yeah, I clicked on him. He did have it. We're looking to see if we can find Nature's Prophet, but... we do not find him. Until now. How did he get a bounty rune? I'm very confused. Did he TP back here? How did he get a bounty? Did he bottle a bounty rune? Or did he get a bounty rune and then go back top? I'm not really sure. Very confused. Cap will blink forward and take the tower. Even though it was mine and I deserved it. I should be with Cap right now, not retreating to go fill up a bottle. It's like, this is really bad. If I just walk with Cap, I'm there. I follow up his disable. And we kill the Rubik really clean. Instead, I'm like, they've got BKBs. This just ended up being really, really messy. My X combo against Rubik also failed. I BKB'd just in case he had a stun ready to go. Because I did not want to get caught, so... I would call that a bad usage of BKB, but I'm not dead. Okay, I haven't died yet. Comes eventually, but... and now I hit creeps for a bit because I don't have BKB. And now I'm queuing up a Hex, so you might be a little unsure about this, but basically the way that I talked about Ember, it just makes it difficult to successfully win a fight if we can't chain disable him. And if you buy a Hex on Kunkka, or you can buy Orchid too, that's like another version of it. But if you just buy another disable on the hero, it makes it a lot easier for you to combo your spells. Clearly vision here. Not the best torrent I've ever seen. Really wanted to kill this guy, so I threw the boat on him. Hopefully Gabba has killed him. His poison must have got him. I've missed torrent again. Very good stuff. I forgot to talk about my talents, actually. I went for the torrent stun talent. Puts your stun from 1.6 seconds to 2.08. Is it good? Not if you don't land torrents. The 45 damage talent is almost always grabbed. Truly not even playing this hero very good. It's like when you play live, you're like, oh, I'm doing really good. In reality, garbage. I could have torrented that one, actually. I messed that up. I mean, the elk is farmed. I just don't know if, I don't know if he's like being greedy enough or what. But. Why doesn't he hit that camp? There's a camp like right there. Why did he walk away from it? What's going on? Now he's doing it, but still. It's confusing. Generally, you don't necessarily... Yeah, this isn't an always thing, but you don't really want to show that you're going to buy a Hex until you are ready to do it. Definitely a good time for me to BKB here. I threw the boat there knowing that it was going to buff up Cap and help keep him alive, but at this point the fight looks tough to me. My Torrent again whiffing. Should have just saved it for the X combo, I suppose. Do you guys like missed torrents? Because I got a lot of missed torrents this game, apparently. There's me trying to kill the Observer Ward, but my hero won't do it. Very fun stuff. They actually had vision on us very often, it looks like. Push creep wave. Team dies. I'm not there. Maybe I should have been. Feels to me like their vision is like always pretty good though. It's a good item for me because I am skilling into like torrent bonuses. Skipping the damage and the Tidebreaker. God, I messed this gank up completely. Let's go back and watch it again. I didn't check his items. I just assumed like if I X him he dies. So in hindsight, what I should do, X him. He gets scared and fake a torrent. He gets scared and Yules, and then I torrent after as the Yules is coming down and boat when he's coming down, and maybe I kill him then. But I messed it up. But ultimately, like my farming and the way that I'm playing on the map seems good to me. But maybe I am not playing the hero particularly well. But these are very standard items. Makes me feel confident. They've got decent disables, but they're not necessarily layering them amazing. I sell my bottle here. I have to keep the quelling because otherwise Nature's Prophet can just sprout me and I'm useless, which would be really bad. But again, gonna hold on to the ceremonial robe. But yeah, definitely atypical to go all torrent skills. Almost nobody does this because they focus on like having a lot of damage. But I just wanted to make my spells more effective because I like playing that build personally. I think it's more enjoyable. And at some point I'll probably get an Ags from the Alchemist anyways. So I'm just going to stay hidden here because I have Hex. We can definitely kill him. Just need like vision basically. Just making sure to layer all my disables. Did torrent after the dismember, did boat, and just made sure that I put the Hex in the middle. That way he wasn't able to get out in between. Smoke is maybe fine. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have hit the creep wave here, but how can I pass up hitting creeps? It's not just like, how can you do that? I'm gonna lose one here, but team's going mid against the Rubik. Is he going to die? He is gonna die. Gotta kill the sentry. I could have TP'd right away. Probably should have. I don't know, I feel like I didn't punish that guy enough. And now I brought a Blink Dagger because now it's gonna make it easier for me to to execute my combo. Tier 2 dead. Alka is actually quite farmed. I underestimated his farm level.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I should have probably gone in on him right there. I could just like blink Hex BKB or right here. I could go on Monkey King as well. If they have Shard on Rubik, they could save him though. They do have Shard on Rubik. Okay. Wouldn't have worked. I don't have bottle anymore, so I'm going to stand on this a bit. That's the smoke being broken. Good stun by Monkey King. I should have BKB'd though, probably, but it was kind of a bad idea anyways. He got pretty low, I guess. Like maybe I could have killed him, but it would have taken like everything, and then I would have had to like run out of a monkey ulti while my BKB was down or something. Where did this bastard go? He's just standing right there, huh? Lost him. I don't think I did a very good job countering that guy. Kind of just like pushed creep waves endlessly. Once again, we take an unfortunate fight. Somebody's got to go deal with the top push. But I would love to go. Cap wanted the flesh heap, but he hooks me away. Then he, because he yules for 2.5 seconds, we didn't do damage after he comes out of the yule, so he gets blink off. Ah, that one hurt. But we're still winning, right? Like, Alchemist is very farmed. I was like, where's he gonna be? He's gonna be right here. Where was he? He was already gone. Wait. No, he was just like right. He was like there. He like stepped over here. He went right instead of left. That's my alchemist dying, unfortunately. Don't know why those creeps were low. That was weird. Now it seems like there's genuinely a fight, so I'm gonna start heading over. Or try for a kill on this. No, Jakiro, it's not going to be killable. He's pretty tanky.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I sure am hitting a lot of creeps this game. You guys want to watch me completely choke my whole fight? All I needed to do there was hex the Ember. Ooh, and I let him stun me too. This is just bad. Look at that damage I'm taking from the bow buff. Like, I actually took so much damage. So, hex the Ember before the boat hits him. Then I actually can, like, throw combos on him. I could have gotten him to probably, like, half HP or something like that, but I don't know. I don't think I've used... I have the right items. I just don't think I've been using them very well. I'm, like, defaulting to hitting creeps a lot. Instead, what I should be doing is, like, moving around the map with Cap, basically. But we also need to deal with the split push a lot. So, I don't know. It felt kind of difficult to me. Alk still is pretty high farm. More hitting creep waves. We're both doing these like half-assed initiation catches while we all farm the whole map. That's my shard now. Push them back into my team. There is a Venom ulti on me. To be so careful.
Dire's middle
I was like, alright, I pushed my luck like way too much there. But we got it done. That was a cool kill by the Phoenix. Does he die for that? Oh, I see. He egged for it. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Somehow through all of this, I'm almost 25 because I've just hit like a billion creeps and I haven't died. Grabbing runes sounds appealing. I could go top and get this shrine though. Or I could run at this, this felt bad. Run at this Nature's Prophet. Ninja Gear would have been pretty solid for me, I feel like, actually. Because I could have moved around a little bit more invisibly to better catch them. Another thing you can do against prophets like this is you have to like anticipate where they're going to go. Like he's not going to go top right now, he's going to go bottom probably. And then you have to like anticipate this and like be there. That way the moment he shows you, you're just like close enough to jump on him. But we're kind of just hitting creeps a lot this game. Which isn't terrible, I don't think. So I decided to buy BOTs because it's going to make it easier for me to catch the Prophet. So he just TP top, we can see from the replay. Don't necessarily want to show on this creep wave. I'm going to sell phase boots here to get my BOTs. Can also do things like X myself, now teleport bottom, and then get the cooldown back a bit faster. Armlet on, slap, armlet off. I'm also thinking about blink upgrades. Strength blink would be really solid on this hero. I did end up buying an int blink though. What it ends up, I got a plate mill first. Did I finish Shiva's first? I don't remember. Probably did finish Shiva's first. But the reason I wanted to get the int blink was because it increases the stun duration that you're throwing out. So against, with Hex and with like torrents and boats and stuff, if those disables actually land, it actually does a lot more disable against my opponents. It's like 20% more, so my Hex would last for almost 4 seconds instead, for example.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I think Prophet's been working with a BKB here, so... And he's got a Linken's as well, actually. Just very safe for split pushing, but...
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Didn't feel good to lose our tower, I gotta say.
Radiant's top tower
Because ideally we should be winning. We could have taken Roche as well, I suppose. Cap asked for an X back. I did that like 2 seconds too early. So he only got like a little bit of time to like kill the creep wave, but... That should at least make it neutral. Or slight advantage. I could also do the same to mid lane. Luckily we managed to stun Chain the Monkey King. My Hex broke his Linken's, not fun. Rubik again gets that nasty stuff. The upside though to him ulting me, dude, my pushback actually saved him. That was actually so close. Look at this. Maybe not. Maybe it was fine. Oh. Dude, he almost died. But yeah, this applies, but he doesn't necessarily have poison sting on us, so... It ends up doing like a stupid amount of damage, but it doesn't mean that we're gonna die. But I thought Torrent or Tidal Wave was really important in this game, just because of like, I could potentially push Monkey out of his ulti. I thought that was cool. But I'm definitely not doing enough like X combo stuff. But once they have like Yules and stuff, it's a little bit harder for me to combo it. And they just kind of split pushed a lot instead of fighting us, so felt like we didn't have like a huge amount of opportunities to get away with it. Here he gave me a free Ags now, so now I've got Torrent Storm. I had to X him and then Hex him to get him disabled there since he had the Blinkins, so I wasn't expecting to catch him, but I gave it a shot in case it worked. Go push out this creep wave. Which will buy us more time to push here. I'm gonna do that again on normal speed, sorry. I keep forgetting I'm at 1.5. I basically blind torrent. Blink in, hex follow up with right clicks. If I need to BKB, I can. Do that to escape a little bit. God, that was normal speed. It's clicking out a little bit too fast. You could get regen inside the Pudge. I'm not really getting the best vision, which doesn't help. If we have high ground vision somehow, it kind of changes things. Now he's got the Venom ulti, but I was like thinking about going in there since they broke his Lincolns, but I don't know, maybe I should have. Break Lincolns, pop Shiva's, blink in, hex.
Are fortified.
They're actually sitting in Fountain, no HP. Which looks pretty good.
Radiant's bottom
Like just trying to X break Lincolns and then like this. But then I Torrent Stormed really badly. And then I didn't BKB and I got stunned. Ugh. It's fine. Phoenix saved me. Torrenting here in case they go on him. They did, but they're BKB'd. I was like really thinking about going on that monkey. I fucked it up. It's alright. Didn't use my abilities perfectly, but I did press them. And now I am Xing back. That was a little dangerous, I feel like. And I'm kind of like dealing with this like regen issue. If I do get beat up, it takes me a long time to go back to full HP. So I was thinking, maybe do I buy like a heart or something? I could, that would kind of make sense, but the problem is that it's just so much better if I buy a refresher orb or a blink upgrade. I think I bought blink upgrade first.
Radiant are scanning.
But I generally played it safe and like kind of wanted to hold my hold the right items. Ghost Ship Fleet because I didn't go the Tidebringer talents. Continue to farm out the map while I wait. Dude, I have as much farm as the Alchemist. What the heck? He's died more than me, but... I'm kind of just like, at all points, just thinking about potentially popping BKB if I need it. Being hit with the shard. Got BKB'd here. That guy kind of just died. A lot of them kind of just died. I think that prevented the... Dude, he got messed up on boat. The boat saved his life too, actually. Delays the damage a lot. What is it? 40%? Yep. So 40% of the damage you take doesn't get dealt to you for 10 seconds, so it's huge. Makes it very difficult to like burst heroes. Like maybe I die without run buff or something, you know? I sold Armlet a little bit early, then I bought the Int Blink. Can't let him continue to mess around with our mid lane. He already got the wave, so my X is a bit of a waste, but... Resetting the wave, heading back to the top lane. And now Perseverance to start Refresher so I can do double Torrent Storm. I mean, Torrent Storm is a little bit hard to use if... I couldn't break his Lincolns because I had used X to come back. So I didn't really have hope of killing him there unless... And I wasn't going to unless I like matched all of my disables or something. Or stacked them. So back to resetting. Kill creep, push wave. That was a little spooky. That was in case he's jumping aggressive on me. Because I want to push him away. And now, while in danger, I decided to buy out completely. Very safe thing to do. Because dang it, I wanted 2 BKBs. My mana pool is like so high, so I can definitely get away with the Refresher. Oh, I forgot it lowers mana cost too. That part's nice. Mana cost reduction, debuff amp. Cast point reduction, just okay. A little bit. It was close. Didn't get him though. Again, I have to X him, then I have to Torrent, or then I have to Scythe. In the meantime, team is pushing and I'm not here. That was going pretty well. That stops the Blink Dagger. Gabba goes in, they all pop BKBs. And they also have Plague Wards, which means going high ground is hard. It's gonna stop Blink Daggers. What buyback? I do not, so I don't really want to throw anyways. Where did he go? I like ran down here. How did he get over here so fast? Oh, I see. That's pretty close. I mean, I wasn't gonna... I thought he was maybe in there, but I wouldn't have caught him anyways. Now, well, once again, I chase the Prophet. They go on my team. The hook was sick. Then Rubik blasts me. I'm stunned again. Now I'm in trouble. Guess my Torrent Storm got him pretty good though. He forced away. Now I take more damage. So hard to end this game, dude. I'm boating to give him some buff. Good BKB there. Stun duration. But we're all so low. Profit once again cutting. Boy, do I love running at that guy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just feels very hard to end this game. Then someone's like, hey, neutral items. And I was like, okay. Book of the Shadows, very good for support. Not really my thing, necessarily. I don't even know they had a Mirror Shield. Mirror Shield would have been good. Arcanist Armor, very good on Pudge. Because it gives them 2 sets of magic resistance. Very solid stuff. Gotta keep these creep waves pushed out. I don't know who put those 2 wards down, but they were very valuable. Couldn't get the X off.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
You know, the Arcane Blink should help with X, actually. Because it'll decrease my cast time. He got a Deso from that. I get the Force Boots. Not necessarily like perfect because I already have BOTs, but it's nice because of the regen and the Dispel and the Force Staff. So free Force Staff basically. I would have preferred different items without a doubt. But I don't even know what I'm doing. He outplayed me, guys. I could have thrown the Torrent Storm, but I didn't. Didn't throw it. I had to throw before I got Yule's there. There's heroes here. I should probably look at them. Oh, I boated really bad. Bad boat. Just in case he gets jumped on, can maybe push them away. Sometimes I feel like Octarine would have been really nice, personally. Upgraded this so I could start teleporting my teammates. Alright, back to jungling. Last neutral item. I was like thinking about taking this maybe. But Force Boots are fine. Look at that beautiful TP. Dude, he is so fast. I'm helping. Alright, the Prophet is dead. We may now push. Oh, I just saw Rubik. Where did Rubik go? He juked up. That's right, I knew that actually because he nuked the wave here. And now he TPs away. I scanned just to check.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Now my team is pushing again. So I will TP. I hexed a catapult. That's bad. Very nice hook from Cap. That was so good. Keppa's legit carrying the game. Some of his like crucial hooks and stuff like that, making a big deal. I have Torrent Stormed. It's like my cool moves. Oh no, I stole Torrent. Dispel. Not too concerned here. Can always refresh. It's just, man, it's just shit happens. Just was it useful? It was definitely fun though. Definitely very fun. Shiva's last hit, hell yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's ancient is under
And that is my game with 0 deaths. Was it good? No. Well, yes. Was it clean? No. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, go sign up for my tournament at repeat.gg. It'll be fun. I'll play my ranked pubs. You'll play your ranked pubs. We'll have a great time. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.